Good morning, Opie and Anthony. There's a lot of interesting stories in the paper today. You got a woman falling off a cruise ship.
Oops, another one.
I laugh because she didn't fall off no cruise ship. It's our humble opinion that there was an oopsie that occurred.
Oopsie.
It's the best way to get rid of someone you don't like.
I don't know if anyone's ever been convicted of murder for throwing someone off a cruise ship. God, it seems like the best way to kill somebody.
Hard to prove. They never find them.
Yeah, that's what happens. Now, the latest woman, she's with some guy, I guess her boyfriend, and it's 45 miles off of Atlantic City. So you're in the ocean. You're in the Atlantic Ocean. And, oopsie, she falls overboard. And then the guy reports her missing.
Anthony, you've been on a lot of these. Not a lot. A few.
Yeah, a lot of cruises.
Actually, a lot, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Isn't it kind of hard to fall off a cruise ship?
It is so damn hard. You have to, on purpose, you have to throw yourself over the rail. And then hope you don't, like, hit maybe a lifeboat or the walkway around the ship that's wider than the part that you're jumping off of. You can't just fall off of these things. Really, especially since it's not heavy seas or anything. You don't have waves crashing over the bow.
Yeah.
And you really would have to, on purpose, throw yourself off.
Well, here's the story.
What he told me on the phone was she fell over the railing and fell.
Oh, yeah, this is the mom. You know, I feel bad for the family, obviously, but come on. Something's going on here. I guess the boyfriend had to call the mom.
Yeah.
This is what you're hearing.
How long after did he report her missing, though? Like, if they wait a while.
3 days.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He says she fell over the rail. Right there is she falling over the rail. What are you reaching for? What are you climbing up on the rail?
You got to say you don't know. You just were separated for a while. You were on the bowl, and you thought she was around on the ship somewhere.
Yeah.
Buy yourself some time.
Yeah, no kidding. This is so suspicious. All of these are suspicious.
All of them are.
Yeah.
What he told me on the phone was she fell over the railing and fell to something down on the lower deck, and that he ran to try to save her, but she lost her grip and fell.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Nah, he's lying.
She fell. She was holding on to something. He tried to save her. So I guess right away he said, "Oh, she just fell over."
Right.
Or that's so he says.
And then she's holding on, and you think he's taking his sneaker to her fingers,
just pounding away at her face. That's probably the best thing to do is you throw someone off, then you wait, and then you run and go, "Oh my God, they just fell overboard." That way they're only looking around the area right around the ship at that time. Meanwhile, you left her in the dust.
Are there cameras on the ships at all, though?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
all
there
right,
are
so
cameras.
you might have to just you have to know where the cameras are not.
Yeah,
when
that's
you do
true.
It. But you also...
Well, if you're going to kill your spouse, you got to do a little work. You can't just
got to do your homework.
Got to do your homework. You got to look around and see where you can see cameras and all that. Go to an area where it is less populated. Make sure it's later at night after you had a few.
Maybe, was it the balcony of a room, perhaps? A railing on a walkway? Like, they don't give you enough details.
Philadelphia area mother is devastated. Digesting the news, her 46-year-old daughter was the victim of a cruel accident at sea. Mindy Jordan was on board the Norwegian Dawn cruise ship on her way from Manhattan to Bermuda. Around 8 p.m. Sunday night, 45 miles off the Atlantic City coast, she reportedly fell overboard.
See, they're saying reportedly.
Reportedly.
Because everyone...
She ridiculously fell overboard.
You can't get convicted for murder for a push. That's almost impossible.
Push.
It's hard to prove, you're right.
How would you prove that if there's no camera around?
Unless there's
no evidence left behind.
Your teeth prints in her knuckles when they find her.
Right.
And your shoe print on her forehead. It was helping.
Well, that's just it. They never find these people.
No, I wonder if sharks get them or just sea animals
little sea animals. First they come, they pluck your eyeballs out, and you're just floating around there with no eyeballs. And then they eat your lips away.
You remember we did the story back in the day. Some guy fell off an aircraft carrier, and it was legit. He was fooling around, and I forgot exactly the details, but he fell, and he's in the water, and he watches the aircraft carrier just going on its merry way because no one saw him fall off the ship. Could you imagine the fear of being in the ocean?
Like, oh, boy.
And there's the boat just going in the distance.
And no one knows you're missing.
No one knows. You can't yell loud enough to get anyone's attention.
What
Like, when is somebody going to figure out I'm missing?
Well, this guy, because he was, he was a Navy guy. He was able to survive. He
Got
figured out some
survival
stuff.
skills.
And like a fisherman's boat picked him up days later, something like that.
Did he have a boat or anything with him, like a lifeboat? Nothing.
Hell no. He was just floating around the ocean, and
He took his pants off and tied up the legs and the waist.
How do you
And
tie the waist?
I don't know. He actually crumpled it, I think, and then he would blow air into one leg and hold that and use that as a float.
Yeah, you
Just
wouldn't
kinda
have to
float
like
on it.
even tie up the waist area actually, because all you have to do is get air in it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And the air would be
you
above
kinda
the water.
still float.
But
holes in the knees. That would suck.
but
He should have taken care of that.
he had to keep blowing up the leg of his pants like every 5 minutes or something ridiculous. But he did it, and a fisherman's boat came around, and the guy survived. It was on like 60 Minutes or one of those shows. It was an amazing story.
How happy are you when you see that boat show up?
Oh, wow.
Toodaloo.
Oh,
Hello.
wow. So the next clip here, more to the story that's happening today. If you think that your life means anything,
Yeah.
it means something to your loved ones and some friends of yours. Maybe one or two coworkers. That's it.
Yeah.
Outside that circle of people, your life doesn't mean crap to the rest of the world.
Nope.
This is a perfect example of that. Listen to this.
Coast Guard choppers were searching for her from 10 p.m. to 3 in the morning, but no sign of life.
So you told me they didn't even find her body?
We have, we want them to find her. We're still hoping that they find her.
Julie, they're not even looking anymore.
I know.
Cruise managers initially dispatched a small rescue boat, but after the Coast Guard arrived, the captain resumed his course to Bermuda.
Of course. Wah, feeling hot, hot, hot. That's it. Yeah.
Hey, they make it look good, but it's like, hey, we got to get to Bermuda. These people want to do some parasailing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry for the inconvenience. We're back on course to Bermuda. And remember to sign up for that Kontiki cruise
Right.
that we'll be taking, the booze cruise tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun once we get to Bermuda. Don't mind the person that fell on board and died a horrible death.
Also want to remind you, it's casino night. Casino night.
Yeah, go down to the casino. Check out the band, too. Really, really. Got a great reggae band down there tonight. Try not to fall overboard. We really want to keep on schedule.
You might notice the music's going to be a little louder tonight on the cruise ship. That's to muffle the sounds of horror.
We want to muffle the sounds of crying coming from cabin 2403.
So don't mind the louder music today.
This is fun. Can I go on one?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. But I went with a hell of a lot of people. I went like family and friends and everything. A lot of fun.
First thing we're going to do when we get to Bermuda is get rid of old Buzzkill.
Yeah.
The party must go on.
Yes, we'll be dropping the murderer off at the airport.
I mean the
The boyfriend. Right,
the boyfriend,
right.
right.
The boyfriend.
Yeah, you do a bunch of it's like you're kind of taking your hotel room with you to various beaches.
Hey,
Stuff.
you didn't
It's fun.
you didn't say rock coat this time around.
The rock coat. That was Patrice's bit. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I bought her a rock coat, man. The rock coat.
Feeling hot.
Right to the bottom. Feeling hot, hot. People, there's a horrible death. People are in mourning. Let's say, the guy didn't do it. He's got to be feeling horrid.
Yeah.
And there it is. There's the conga line. He looks out his window.
You know what though? As
Just sees
human
people conga lining.
as human beings, we're all the same.
Yeah.
All they had to do is get a few distractions on board, and it's business as usual. Maybe a few drinks laying around for free.
That's it, right?
Some kind of limbo contest all of a sudden appears. You're like, you get a distraction.
Look at that.
You forget about the chatter that someone might have fallen overboard.
Did you hear somebody? Oh, dirty banana!